Welcome to high school sports here on Armstrong. I'm Duane Koller. We're coming to you today from Greenville High School Field for the Meadville versus Warren District 10 soccer playoff game here. Rich Kebert going to be joining me today. Rich, good to see you.
Glad to be here. My pleasure.
Coach, how's it going? What do you think the game's going to be like today?
I think it's going to be much like the first two times we've played. It's going to be a tight game. The first game, we lost 5-4. We didn't have our starting keeper. We had to put a backup keeper. And the second game, it looked like we were going to run away with it. And in the last 4 minutes, they got 2 goals. And hopefully, we corrected those 2 mistakes, and it doesn't happen again.
Well, we got good weather. It was pouring down rain this morning. Looks like everything's going to be good to go here. We're going to have a good head-to-head match.
Absolutely. Warren has improved so much since I started coaching here at Meadville. They do an excellent job of playing the way they face and look to get the long ball to get them out of trouble. And hopefully we can corner them and keep them down in their own end.
So now you've got some experienced players, you've got some young players. How's that look?
I have a little bit of everything. I have 2 outstanding players in the midfield, Elena Zazula and Liz Adams. I'd put them up against anyone in Region 6. We have 3 freshmen that have really stepped it up for us, Adelaide Phyllis, Phoebe Templin, and Sarah Price. Phoebe has had to change roles from striker back to defense, which was quite an adjustment for her, but it was the right adjustment. Adelaide Phyllis has been doing a marvelous job with senior Fade Vidoni on the other side of the field with their outside midfielders, and they're both having an exceptional year. And we're looking at Sarah Price to keep us helping out on offense too from the defensive spot.
Well, I know I'm really looking forward to this game. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're about ready to go here. Looks like Warren, the home team, wearing the dark blue jerseys, Meadville in the white with the red numbers. And we're about ready to go. So, Rich, this isn't your first time around soccer here. You were a player, you were a coach, an official, a dad, et cetera, et cetera. So you know your way around soccer, huh?
I've been around it for about 40 or 50 years.
Wasn't soccer a new sport in Meadville right about the time you were in high school? Is that?
Yeah, we were a club team for 2 years, and my senior year was the first official varsity year. Yeah. So soccer in general has come a long way since then.
It's great to see the local team doing the playoffs. That's we got to see this matchup earlier in the season. It was quite a game. Hosted at Meadville, and of course they split. They had a one point loss at Warren and a 1 point win at Meadville. So
yeah, I mean, just because of the way they're located regionally, they see each other every year, and it's generally these 2 teams in the region that are fighting it out for what used to be their conference championship.
We got a lot of brights and shadows here early on. I'm sure the lights will clean that up in a little bit, but
yeah, I'm sure it's really tough for the officials in certain angles down there to see what's going on.
Interesting, the weather today. It was just miserable, rainy all day, and then not too awful long before the game started here, it cleared up, and so we got a great setup for the game.
Yeah, perfect weather tonight.
Looks like that one's going to be a Meadville throw-in.
So for the playoffs, we have 3 officials. The man in the center will control the field. They have 3 whistles, unlike other USSF games and international games where they have 1 official with a whistle. Via AA, you'll see all 3 officials with equal authority out there tonight.
Okay.
Looks like Meadville and Warren play very similar styles. They're going to try to build and control through the midfield and look for that long breakaway pass at the very end.
So far, everybody's been pretty polite. Haven't seen any collisions yet.
No. Meadville typically plays. They play a 4-3-3-1. They'll put 4 across the back, 3 holding mids, and then they'll have their halfbacks, and they run with 1 striker up front. And the outside halfbacks, it's their job to fill that lane going forward.
So you got to cover a lot of ground.
Yeah.
If that's your assignment, you bet.
Yeah. Number 1 for Meadville, and I think it's number 9. Your 2 outside halves. They're going to be generally your fastest players on a team, and they're going to get the most miles during the game.
So Warren got a shot off there, was a little bit to the right of the goal.
And neither team really possessing the ball very long at this point. They're moving it around, but a lot of back and forth right now to start the game. A lot of feeling out. Seeing what's available, where they can find a weak spot.
Kind of a pop-up there, but handled pretty easily by the Meadville goalie Fuller.
The first attempt at that through ball.
There's a chance for Elizabeth Adams. Didn't get a good shot off, but she had a chance there.
She broke through. She's at least on that run, she was faster than the 2 Warren defenders. They put enough pressure on her that she couldn't get a clean shot away.
She's having a great season.
Yeah, she's the leading scorer for them. I believe she's just a junior too, so she'll be back next year. Meadville is not a senior-laden team, so they don't, they're looking to win this year, but they're in good shape for the next couple of years coming forward too. See how Meadville handles the pressure of a playoff game early with some more underclassmen than normal. See how their comfort level is now, how they settle in.
Been a little, seems like a little feeling it out here so far, it looks like, back and forth.
Yeah. Warren seems to be a little more composed, but neither team has really controlled the ball. Go. There's that through ball. Phyllis is one of their faster players.
Oh, just missed. Just missed.
She put it in the right place. She went to that far post. Just couldn't tuck it into the side net.
So now when you strike the ball with your right foot, does it have a tendency to curl to the left? Is that what happens there?
Yeah, she was looking for that far side. Depending on the angle of the keeper, she was just trying to get it out of the keeper's reach and just couldn't quite tuck it in.
A little bump there, huh?
A little push on Meadville. 3 fairly experienced officials out here, and I believe as long as the players manage themselves well, they'll let them play as much as possible.
You know, sometimes you see in a playoff game, it's like the old saying, the referee kind of swallow the whistle. There's a chance for Warren. Oh, good save there by Fuller.
Nice recovery. She went down on the turf and went down on her knees and was able to pop back up and jump on that.
Looked like moving to the right, then boom, quickly moving to the left.
Yeah.
There's a bump going the other way.
Challenge, charged by Warren, and maybe we'll have a direct kick around midfield.
Yeah, what I was starting to ask you before. Sometimes you think I'm thinking now of maybe in hockey, but it's like the regular season, everything gets called, and then in the playoffs, let's let them play a little bit,
Yeah, the goal is to let them play as much as possible. Let the players decide the game without one team gaining a distinct advantage.
All you're hearing is whistles the whole time. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes.
Especially when you get inside the 18 in that penalty area. No one likes to call a penalty kick unless it's absolutely warranted.
Warren, pretty tight defense there.
Yeah, Warren is in good position, cutting off all the passing angles so far.
Is that a factor of planning ahead, or is that I'm out hustling you? Is that what do you think on that one?
As far as the positioning, it's the style that Warren plays. It's communication between the defenders.
Kind of like a trapping style in a way?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, they want to get in there, and they play, it looks like quite a bit, almost a flat back four. So they have to communicate and not allow Meadville to get an onside run.
Speaking of communicating, I know the Meadville coach has quite the booming voice. You can hear, I can hear him even up here with our glass window closed here.
Yeah, Jim is an enthusiastic coach. He's very loud. He's very unconventional in terms of the way they teach you to coach soccer, but he's always positive. He's never derogatory towards his players or the other team or the officials. You can never doubt his enthusiasm for the game.
I got to think, especially with some younger players, that's got to really help them out.
Yes, it does. It does. They never have any doubt as to what the coach wants from them. Yeah, Warren's got it packed back in. They have Meadville outnumbered at all times right now. And look how they're bunched up. Meadville needs to spread the field and bring those defenders farther out, open up some alleys for some good through passes.
Some of those crossing type passes. Oh, good steal there.
We look down on the field now, you got 22 players on one side of the field. They need to spread it out, both teams. Substitute for Meadville coming in.
Sorry, I can't pick out who. Is that number 12?
Looks like number 15 went in.
15, okay.
Yeah.
McKenna DiRienzo.
Yeah.
A save by Anderson for Warren. Looked like that one kind of slipped off the side of her foot there.
That could be an advantage for Meadville going forward if she's not a strong punter.
.28 remaining here in the first period. Another foot race. Adams from Meadville.
Just missed touches, bad passes, just the little things right now for both teams.
Hot dogs, pizza, pepperoni rolls, and walking tacos.
Being extra careful starting off the game.
Yeah, a little bit of nerves, and being cautious. Nobody wants to give away that first goal, get caught out of position. Yeah, Meadville plugging up those passing lanes, doing a nice job so far.
Sarah Price from Meadville blocked that one. Heard a whistle. What was that, do you think?
I didn't see a signal. I'm gonna say it had to be a push. Yeah, it was a direct kick foul, so Warren will restart with a direct kick. Nice stop by the defense. Now see, if you look to the left, if Meadville would stay wide, they've got that whole left side wide open. They could look for a switch and bring it down the open side of the field.
At this point, Meadville's farthest left player is right smack in the middle of the field.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They need to spread that field out. Now we've got one coming in here. Rethrow, threw it from the wrong area.
Looks like that throw never made it into the
No.
field of play. Linda Zazula been involved in a lot of the action here so far.
Yeah, she's kind of the quarterback of the midfield. You'll see her in quite a bit of the action. Nice through ball. There's a shot.
Ooh.
Nice save by the Warren keeper.
She had to move to her left that time to grab that one.
Yeah.
Did a good job hanging on.
She made a nice dive. Had Meadville girl right there waiting to collect that in, and the Warren keeper did a nice job of cutting it off. Warren throw in. Get down into the danger area for Meadville.
Didn't waste much time. Got that one in a hurry.
Nice defense.
Oops, that looks like that kick was directed right to somebody who's getting ready to come into the game. Not in yet.
Throw in for Meadville deep in the corner. It's a tough area of the field to work it out
I
of.
bet. I bet that's a...
Nice play by Meadville. Had the confidence, even deep in their own zone, to turn and drop it back to somebody for help and get a good clear on the ball.
Duane really hustling for Meadville on that one. Flipped the field in a hurry.
Yeah, she's one of their faster players. Her and Phyllis are probably the two fastest players on the Meadville team.
We were watching Manchester United yesterday. It was. Oh, well,
Played yesterday.
oh, okay.
They got ripped off. Who played who?
Manchester United played Everton.
Everton should have won. Manchester United played Dover and the Bucks.
Well, there was one.
Good
that
recovery by Meadville, getting numbers back to defend this.
I think when we had the Armstrong covered the Meadville Warren game earlier in the season was kind of like the last day of summer and got cool that night. So the cool weather's got to help a little bit with not wearing you out so much. It seemed like that game was 70 when it started and like 50 when it was over.
Yeah, that's perfect weather for for the amount of running they're doing out here. It cuts down on the perspiration and the
Need for
energy.
Need for Gatorade?
Yeah, the need for Gatorade.
Oh,
is
some
great.
lucky fan got a souvenir there. Okay.
Yeah, when Jason's home, Jason a lot of times puts.
I think it's a wash. I was the Christian part. I kept checking the score. Saw they were down 1-0 at half. I figured, well, hey, they're in it, right? At least
Horn throw again.
I was worried that they were going to sit back and let Manchester United just they went out and played. They had a couple chances. Everton has one player I like, Bernard. He's good. He's a little guy. He's a little short. Plays out on the wing.
Yeah, Liz Adams must feel kind of lonely right now. Meadville's getting long clears, but she's going 1-on-4 against the defense right now. I'm sure Meadville would love the opportunity to work the ball out a little more smoothly.
Sliding save there
Yeah,
by Nicolette Fuller.
nice challenge by Fuller.
That's got to be one of those decision times. Do I charge out there for it, or do I stay back?
Yeah, she's come a long way in a couple of years of her high school career. She's a pretty talented little diver. She's had a couple of big games for Meadville this year.
Well, you know the one security guard here. Is he still Bob? Bob Stuber? You know Bob Stuber? He's the security guard here. His grandson plays for the crew.
Yeah.
I have a typical playoff game so far. A lot of up and down the field, but neither team has had a tremendous amount of scoring chances yet. Meadville's had a couple, and I think Warren's had a couple of soft attempts.
Boy, good steal
There we
there.
go. Nice job now. If they can bring it across to the left side.
One for
Yeah, see, she brought that up the middle, and Liz couldn't get to it. If they can play it a little farther to the left, a little wider, and give that outside half a chance to run onto it, might create more of an opportunity. Good challenge by Meadville.
Let me get your opinion about something, Rich. So when you're, you think about football and who's the strongest guy, and in basketball, who's the best jumper, and in soccer, my brain says the fastest one's going to be is that it, or is there more to it than that?
Well, speed is always a big factor, but body position and leverage. You don't have to be the biggest or the fastest, as long as you get in the right position, read the play, get in the right spot, and use your body for leverage.
Okay.
I've known a lot of, say, less than tall people that were very talented. You get a good sturdy base, you get good position, and don't let them knock you off the ball. You're going to do very well. Each position on the field, too, carries a certain characteristic. Obviously your fastest player is generally going to be your striker. Nice defense by Meadville.
There's a chance for Warren now.
Whoa! Nicolette was making the dive, and that ball got deflected. Coming through.
So we may have our first corner kick here there?
Yes, we do. Almost caught her overcommitted. Meadville defender made a nice job of recovering and turning that out to the side.
Looked like that's Bickling for Warren that's going to take the corner kick. Chance in front, just too far to the right.
She came in unchallenged. Meadville doesn't want to let that happen too many times. You're going to give up that first goal. Anyways, back to our conversation. Your halfbacks are generally your players that can go end to end, have the most stamina. Your defenders they need to be fast to keep up with those forwards, but they're generally the most rock solid, more physical players
Okay.
to hold off the challenge of the strikers.
Looks like Olivia Steinbeck back in for Meadville.
Yeah, we're getting later in the half. You're seeing it slow down just a bit here. The girls don't have quite as much energy.
It's a good battle for that
Nice,
ball.
yeah, nice composure by Elena.
Chance in front now.
Nice cross by Adams. Let's see if Meadville can get a cross off here. There it is. Nice head
Chance.
ball. Nice head ball by Zulu. Just couldn't get it directed on net with enough force.
Great setup by Adams there.
Yeah, it was a nice work by the Meadville forwards. Warren making the overlapping run. Nicely defended by
Templin.
Templin.
Good hustle.
Warren with a quick restart almost got Meadville out of position.
Phoebe Templin's a freshman. I noticed in the game that we covered a few weeks ago, she really covers a lot of ground. She's very fast.
Yeah, they've got Meadville has 3 or 4 freshmen that they really rely on heavily throughout the game. Nice recovery. There it is, the first goal.
Okay. Goal by Warren. I'm trying to see. I was watching the other side there on the defense. Is it number 11?
I didn't catch the score, but I was watching the Meadville defenders. They made the challenge. They made the first tackle, but they weren't able to control the ball and get it clear.
I think that was Madeline Fidel for Warren. Not positive.
You should hear that.
Okay, so that makes it 1-0 for Warren with 14 minutes and 49 seconds to go here in the first.
Let's see how Meadville responds here. They've had the better of chances up until that point. We'll see how Meadville responds with their effort going forward. See if they can get one before half and tie it up here.
Get that strong shot off and deflected, and you're hoping it comes to one of your players, right? Not the other guys.
Yeah. Meadville had numbers back, but the Warren forward won that challenge.
Now that was interesting. That ball like rolled up the stick there on the.
Yeah, it hit the corner flag. The flag is part of the field, and it laid there. And the Warren girl touched it out of bounds. Meadville gets a corner kick here. That's a good break for Meadville.
That's a plus for Meadville.
Yeah, that's not something the coach wants to see. They'd as soon see you kick it over the side and get a throw in.
So Zula will try the kick here, right in front.
No challenge for Meadville. Warren defender had a clear shot at that. Nobody home on the left side. Kind of an errant pass there. Substitute for Warren and a restart with a goal kick here.
Let them know where they're supposed to be.
It's fine as long as it's the coaches.
What's that?
I said it was no problem as long as it was the coaches.
Warren flipped the field in a hurry here. Good defense by Meadville.
As we kind of go forward and Meadville gets a little more fatigued, you're seeing them lose their shape. Less ball support, a little less defensive support. Those are the little things that'll make the breaks result in a goal.
That's what you're saying. Is it doesn't really take much for one little deflected ball to.
No, one little break here or there and change the course of the game. I mean,
That looked like it went off a hand, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it did, and they got it. And there'll be times when you see them, you'll see a foul, whether it be a physical foul or a handball, and you'll see the ref wave play on. That means the team that
Still controls it.
still controlled it, and they still have the advantage, so they're going to let it move forward.
I wanted to come home with John, so.
Good save by Fuller.
They want to keep the flow of the game moving.
We've got 11 minutes remaining here in the first.
Zazula there was working real hard through the midfield, but she didn't have an outlet. Warren did a good job of covering up all her outlets and taking the pass away. The little differences so far in the game is Warren's playing foot to foot. They're playing a little better control. Meadville's passing into areas where their system wants them to go, but Warren's taking the opportunities of the openings away. Meadville needs to be a little more creative on the offensive end.
That one snuck through. Just outside the goal. Boy.
The Warren goal, or the Warren striker, had the inside position on the Meadville defender. Meadville got caught just enough out of position to give Warren that excellent scoring chance.
You said before, it doesn't take much to.
No, the rule of thumb if you're on defense is ball side, goal side.
Kyra Wooderson for Warren there. Had the chance there.
Nice physical battle.
Oh, that's a little battle that time, yeah.
Yeah, it was equal, shoulder to shoulder.
Adams looking for help.
Passed up an opportunity, and Warren strong defending, and a nice takeaway. She did. She couldn't quite save it.
A little more energy out of the crowd here all of a sudden now as we're getting close to 8 minutes, 27 seconds remaining here in the first. Seems like Adams has had two people against her every time she's had the ball here recently.
When you're the lone forward, Warren knows, they've seen each other enough. Warren knows who Meadville's dangerous player is, and they're not going to let her roam the field alone for sure. Yeah, you look down there now, she's 1-on-5.
So that means Meadville ought to have some other people that
Absolutely, that's
could
what
make some things happen here.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. If Meadville can spread the field and look for some other opportunities and openings.
Fuller let that one bounce. Good easy two-handed grab.
Let our players get upfield. Hopefully get away a nice punt here. Meadville throw in.
It's your blanket.
I could use the blankie in a second. I'll use the blankie in a second. I'll use the blankie in a second. It matches your eyes. Yeah, it does.
Nice composure by the Warren fullback to find an outlet.
Last week I
Give away by Warren and Meadville takes over.
I have worn.
Warren keeper got a little.
Past 3 weeks.
Got aggressive, got out of that box there and gave a good kick, but leaked out.
Layers. I actually did watch the switch this weekend for the first time in 2 weeks.
Let's see if Meadville can hold it down here and turn this into something. Warren does a nice job of passing it out. And just like that, they're upfield.
That was good. Good work. Ambitious.
So far, Warren's winning more than their share of 50-50 balls.
Yeah, before I go to work, I'm gonna have to go shed some flowers.
One more time for Nicolette Fuller.
Trying to recreate the
Turnover by Meadville.
Another chance for Warren. Just got a
Nice save by the Meadville
just
keeper.
a fingernail on that one to push it away.
Just made a nice dive. Pushed it over for a Warren corner kick.
5 minutes remain. Warren ahead, 1-0.
Meadville does not want to go down by 2 goals at halftime.
Bickling taking the kick for Warren.
Nice head by Meadville.
back in the corner.
Handball on Warren. Meadville start with a direct kick.
Templin to kick that one. Vadoni's got it down the side for Meadville.
Turned it into the Warren defender and out of play for a Meadville throw-in. Another Meadville sub coming back in.
Olivia Savage looks like she's in for Meadville. And one more time, Price to throw it in. A chance for Savage, and whoops, right back out of play. Adams now in front. Long shot, pretty easy save there for Anderson for Warren.
Meadville had their 2 opportunities early in the game, and Warren has done a nice job of shutting them down since. Warren has numbers again. Trip by Meadville. Warren will start with a direct kick. So Meadville played a nice outlet pass there, but just a bad trap gave Warren the opportunity to turn it back and challenge for goal.
You see it just by now.
Oh, it's a nice one.
Saved by Fuller.
So it's just, it used to be the AP. Right. Is there any, do we do any AP classes? I mean,
Huh?
do we do any of the AP tests tonight?
Any AP, not anymore.
Everything's for college.
Yeah. College just quit taking AP because of the money,
Yeah.
and now they're starting to do the same thing with the CHS boys.
Jeez.
They tell them all no.
Looks like Adams has dropped into the midfield a little bit. Meadville trying changing their lineup a little bit, trying to gain a little more control of the midfield.
Give me your parents' phone number. I called the parents and go, hey, I'll call this college and be you. Want me to? I've done it 3 times now. Just answer me why you won't take it. This is a tier.
Nice give and go.
Right.
Why?
There's a
Long
chance.
shot by Meadville.
Just to the right.
Right idea. It was a nice combination by
Seton Hill or
Adams and Atlanta.
So that quick passing is helpful to get you a chance. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Minute to go now. 105, 104.
Yeah, 1 minute. 1 minute to go. I'm gonna go help make trades for half.
Meadville turning it up here a little bit near the end of the half, trying to even it up.
Called a push on Meadville. Warren will restart with a direct kick.
30 seconds left.
Meadville with the clear. Looks like we'll go to half with Warren leading 1-0.
And there's the buzzer. We'll take a quick break here for halftime. Well, we are just about ready to kick off here. Half number 2 with Warren with a 1-0 lead over the Meadville Bulldogs.
And we'll see how what kind of adjustments Meadville makes. See if they can clean up their passing game and get back to what they started with earlier in the game and get a couple of good chances and see if they can tie this up.
Oh, Saturday at 2, I think.
2 o'clock.
Nice passing to start the half. Just a little out of her reach and out of bounds for a Warren throw-in.
We were talking at halftime. The first Meadville Warren game was, what, 9 goals scored?
9 goals, 5 the second. We'll see where we end up tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if this turns out to be a
Defensive battle here.
2-1 game.
Football's the same way. I think they have to be creative on how they do some of the game. Times-wise, dates-wise. Here.
Meadville starting out with a goal kick. Warren wins it in the air with a nice head ball.
There's a chance.
Oh, that was a dangerous ball. Comes all the way through the 18 and out the other side for a Meadville goal kick. But Coach Miller does not want to see the balls rolling through free like that. That's a dangerous opportunity for Warren to crash in and put one in the back of the net.
Koller quickly on that one.
Yeah, Warren's coming out with a lot of energy here. Meadville needs to get control of the field here. Like most sports, it's the little things that how well you trap, how well you pass. It's all the little things. It's not necessarily being the fastest or. Looks like Meadville, one of the Meadville players, looks like they lost a contact. They've stopped the clock and
10 seconds.
stopped the clock and they.
Minor equipment
Yeah.
adjustment here. Okay.
Well, looks like we're ready for a restart. I don't know if she lost a contact or she had a piece of jewelry on that was not allowed. Meadville defenders are hanging tough, but Warren is spending a lot of time inside the Meadville penalty area to start this second half. That much constant pressure, something's going to give. Nice defense. Nice recovery. Let's see if and a giveaway in the midfield. Just seeing a little more composure out of Warren than we are out of Meadville right now.
I thought maybe the field tipped at halftime, like it tipped to the north or something. Seemed like all the plays at that end.
Yeah, Meadville needs to regroup here, get control of this. Defenders are doing a nice job of weathering the storm, but you can't do that for a whole half. The fan's yelling for a handball. She had her arm tucked to her body, and the ball was struck into her arm. She didn't extend her arm, so it did touch the arm, but it's not a foul. Meadville's been a fairly physical team all year, and they're not backing away, but they're not playing the physical style they have most of the year.
Anderson for Warren came out with a slide to grab that one.
Yeah, nice attempt up through the middle. Meadville wants to push that a little more to an angle. Don't make it quite so easy for the Warren keeper to come out and get to it. Nice recovery by the Meadville defender. We'll have a Warren throw in.
Should be open. Oh, that wasn't open?
No.
We got a corner kick.
Who are you looking for?
The site manager.
They're going to play as the corner. I thought it went out as a throw, but
Okay. Meadville's packed in tight right in front.
Yeah, nice defense by
Cleared
Meadville.
it out of there.
They need to push out and
We just gotta figure out where to play.
gain control of the midfield.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I texted him, but I don't have his number.
No big
Wait a
deal.
minute, you know what? My husband does.
Oh, that's all right. I'll walk down. It's not a big deal. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, they're not telling me to stop.
Warren throw in. Meadville's giving Warren an awful lot of space. Warren has that one outside mid with a strong throw, and they move it upfield pretty quickly. Yeah, see, they want to get it to Adams, but they're just forcing it into a crowd. They need an extra pass there to get it going forward under control. Handball by the Meadville halfback. Warren direct kick. I think Meadville needs that extra pass through the midfield to get that striker open.
Do you know what Chappie is?
Seems like Meadville's a little bit tentative here.
Yeah, that's what we said in the first half. With a younger squad and a playoff game, we'll see how they handle the pressure. They didn't capitalize on those early scoring chances, and I think they're having a little doubt. Nice ball to the wing. The Warren keeper did a nice
There
job
we
to
go.
come out and push it out for a Meadville throw-in.
That's what you suggested before. Don't just roll it right down the middle, right?
Yeah, let's use those angles and those alleyways just outside the post, between that
There's a
area outside the
chance.
post into the corner. Nice defense by Meadville. They just need to hold it in there and gain control of this midfield. Need to get some support. Anytime you as a player gains control of that ball, you want 3 or 4 options. You want to be able to go forward in a couple of areas and backwards for relief if the forward pass isn't there. Meadville hasn't responded with the passing as well as Warren so far. I mean, it's been a pretty even game, but Warren's shown just a little more composure in their positioning and passing.
So I did whatever they told me to do and hit enter, and it came up 372. 30, yeah. Like, no. So then I had to add another 0 on the end. No yellow cards.
Nice hustle by
Good hustle.
Meadville.
Yeah, you bet.
Now, you got both wings open.
We kind of got a
Bring it-
3-on-3 here for.
Yeah, bring it back across. There it is, right there in the middle.
Oh,
There's a chance. Ooh.
So the tough part for Meadville there, the 2 Meadville players are 2 yards apart. It's hard to make a connecting pass and have any space. They need to be a little wider. Not so bunched up in that attacking zone.
A little aggressiveness though. Good to
Mhm.
see. Good
Yeah,
to see
yeah,
that. Good
yeah.
to see that here now.
Yeah, good
Meadville's on the move.
They've got a little more sustained pressure. Let's see if they can keep it up. Need to tighten it up here and not let Warren get this out. Warren throws over the top, and they are on the move.
That's a pretty long throw.
Yeah. She's offside. Good defense by Meadville.
are they?
Nice fight by the freshman from Meadville there. Right there, nice defense, nice outlet, but not to somebody. It was to an area,
Yeah.
and Warren took over control.
So then I was like, I'll call it out. You guys just take the money and get them your KJ.
Yeah.
And Chad was gonna go to hot dogs and shit.
We'll start with a goal kick. Meadville's defenders have done a nice job of positioning, but the one time they did get caught out of position, Warren capitalized with the only goal of the game.
Football game. And I think 2 of the 3 football games. Well, because the one was when we were still getting our turn.
Warren substitution into the game.
But we did
Get the whistle. Meadville start with that goal kick.
2 out of the 3 football games. The only thing I did was stand at that.
Ooh,
Nice
pretty
defense.
nifty play by Warren there.
Long shot, easy save by Fuller.
Saved by Fuller.
Nice low, long
I did one last year. Karen Jamal.
punt by Fuller.
Karen Jamal, she was class advisor. And she was amazing.
Warren's been aggressively going after those balls.
Yeah, Warren is
Coming out from the goal.
definitely the most aggressive team so far.
Had a chance there. Meadville's got to be throwing that one in. Got to be tough throwing in from the corner there, way back,
When you're deep in your own zone,
very
yeah,
deep, yeah.
Yeah, you're not typically. Most of these young ladies are not typically going to throw the ball 20 or 30 yards upfield, so they really have to rely on good touches on the ball by their teammate. Give them a good throw and an opportunity to get it out. Nice defense by Meadville, not letting Warren get that turned and get a shot. Meadville start with another goal kick.
Looks like Phoebe Templin's been taking a lot of those kicks, and she's pretty strong leg.
Yeah, she
For a
does a
freshman.
nice job. Does a very nice job. Right there, Warren wins another one in the midfield. Meadville needs to string a couple of passes together here.
I see what you're saying. Where some of the Meadville's great pass, but there's nobody there, but it's to an open zone, and Warren's passing right to somebody
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
time.
Just an experience, and then that is a nice ball to the outside. We'll see if Meadville can do something with this. Get a throw in.
Oop.
Good challenge by Warren, forced Meadville to make a little bit of a errant pass, and Warren will start with the throw-in. Drop pass, good challenge by Meadville.
If you're gonna kick it out of bounds, you kick it out.
They get a nice 1-2 pass there and put it into space where Warren defender just controlled it. Nice. That's much better. Warren definitely has it packed back in. They're not giving Meadville any space down there. Missed trap and a nice clear by Warren. And catching the Meadville failures, the defender's not coming back as fast. And Meadville's fullback stepping up, pushing it over the outside, over the touchline.
24 minutes in the second half remain. Warren's up 1-0 on Meadville.
Nice physical battle for the ball, Meadville. Good hustle by the Warren striker. Came back and took that right off of the Meadville defender's foot.
She's really hustling here.
Nice recovery by Meadville.
Shots went a
Corner
little bit
kick.
wide to the right.
A little bit of a tip by the Meadville defender. We'll play a corner kick for Warren.
23 minutes now remain in the game.
Meadville appears to be playing its own defense back here. They're leaving Warren room to run. Nice defense by Meadville.
I'll just wait. I'll wait till the next match starts.
Yep.
Thank you.
No problem.
Out of touch, Warren with the throw in. Again, Phyllis was hustling after the ball, but didn't have the support to make an outlet pass. Solid defense by Meadville so far this evening.
Morgan Schreck broke up that pass.
Tip ball, be another corner kick for Warren. Whether they score or not, Warren will be content to hold it down to this end of the field and just keep Meadville
Keep the pressure on, huh?
keep Meadville away from their goal.
Let me get your opinion on something. If you're the goalie and you're not sure if that's going to be pretty wide or not, do you grab for it or do you let it go?
If you can, if you have the opportunity, you want to grab it and keep it in play. The last thing you want to do is give up a corner kick. Handball on Warren. We'll start with a Meadville direct kick
Good
from
break for
inside the
Meadville
18.
there. Good break.
Yeah. Nice challenge.
Good
Nice
footwork by
reverse,
Adams
nice
there, boy.
reverse, nice pass. That's much better. Meadville gets a corner, a little indecision. She put the ball into the middle, and Warren, unable to control it, knocked it over the end line for a Meadville corner. This is a good opportunity for Meadville to get that tying score in here. Let's see if they can get a good strike on goal. Nice ball. Head ball a little off target, and Warren clears it out.
Looks like we got some substitutions.
About halfway through the second half here. Nice overlap run by Warren and good recovery by the Meadville defender. A little touch,
Some open space.
nice cross. Meadville is starting to use that switch a little more. They're creating some more opportunities and a little more space to operate in. Warren's doing a nice job of keeping it packed in, though.
Meadville will throw it in again. There's a chance in front. Warren
Meadville,
hustled to the ball.
she got a nice head on the ball, and the ball was up into a 50-50 territory. Meadville forward was trying to screen, hoping a halfback could come in for a solid strike, but Warren was first to the ball there. Warren touches out of play. Meadville restart.
Whoa. I would dispute that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe my. No, nice play by Warren. Nice through ball. Shot off, hit the crossbar, or actually hit the
Football
crossbar.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll start with another goal kick.
They hit the soccer crossbar, so.
So that becomes a dead ball when it does hit
Yes.
something out of play like that? Okay.
Anything other than the soccer post and crossbar is out of play. But these dual purposes fields
Oh, sure.
that so many teams play on, it does make it challenging for the officials to make sure they stay up on top of which post it hit. It's a nice give and go by Warren, and good recovery by the Meadville defender.
Good hustle. Good hustle.
Nice challenge. Nice slide tackle. Put it out for a Warren throw-in. Time's ticking down. Meadville's gonna have to push a bit there. They're gonna have to put the big push on and take some gambles, and
16 minutes remain.
if they're not careful, that'll open the door for a counterattack for Warren and get a wider score. But it's all or nothing now for Meadville the last 15 minutes. Nice try by Warren and good dive by Nicolette. And another Meadville goal kick.
Whoop.
A little indecision by Meadville there, just a little lack of communication. Elena stayed composed and got the ball back to. Oh, a nice shot by Warren. Just a little combination, and Warren popped it up over the top.
A high shot like that was
Nicolette
too tall for Fuller.
just wasn't tall enough to. She made the dive, but she wasn't tall enough to get her hands on that.
Trying to see the number. I think that was number. Was that number 10 that got that shot?
16, I believe.
16. Okay.
That puts Warren up 2-0.
Sawyer Mahoney for Warren.
Meadville needs to pull out all the stops here now.
15 minutes and 10 seconds remain.
Nice switch. Good recovery by Warren. And out of touch for a Meadville throw-in. Apparently that came off of Meadville's foot. They're going to give Warren the throw-in. Give him a direct kick, a challenge,
Okay.
charge by Meadville.
Chance for Adams now.
That's quite a distance out. Meadville's got to get some shots, but that's quite a ways out for
Anderson had that one surrounded.
Big bounce off the turf over the Meadville defender, and Warren is on the move with another counterattack. Oh, another shot. Meadville was fortunate there that Warren was unable to trap that ball and get a shot, but she was in behind the defense on that one.
Pass just a little too high.
You can see the confidence shift. Warren got that second goal, and they're playing with more and more confidence and a little bit of desperation in Meadville's game now. They haven't given up, but
Just under 13 minutes remain.
Warren is definitely the more confident team right now. Nice recovery by Fuller to come out and gather that in.
Seemed like Warren had 2-1-1 going there. And
Yeah, they had numbers. Nicolette did a nice job of coming out and cutting that off. Good defense by Meadville. Should be another goal kick.
Where was Marcia playing? Meadville?
Meadville did a nice job of defending that, and Warren, with excellent hustle, came back and won it right back.
Did the PIAA guy find you? Figure out where to put it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did he come up here looking for it?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
said,
Meadville defenders are doing a nice job of popping that out, but not to anybody. Meadville's losing control of the midfield right now.
You can sit next to Chappie there.
Okay.
Just push him out of the way.
Thank you.
He's not that important.
Let's get anyone here.
Most important guy in the building.
Remember that spell.
Warren with that dangerous long throw. Meadville defends it well,
Zach can give him a hard time.
but Warren is chewing up the clock quickly here.
one more time with the throw in for Warren.
Worry about that.
10 minutes, 15 seconds remain. Chance in front.
Good position by the Meadville defenders. Cleared out by the Meadville fullback. Another Warren throw in. He'll do an excellent job of defending still, but they've got to gain possession and get a quick score to get back in this.
offense is pretty, but defense is changing.
Warren is just not letting them out of their zone right now. They clear it out, and Warren gathers and restarts.
A little collision. I think that's going to be Warren's ball.
Yeah, Warren
Okay.
direct kick. Meadville tripped her. Direct kick. Should. Yeah, again, Nicolette had a chance to gather that and punt it out. goes to let it go out. We're going to restart with a goal kick. Tough part about that is most of these goal kicks, by the time that ball's up in the air, it becomes a 50-50 ball. It lessens your chance to win it and move forward. And Warren gains control.
Look like Meadville's got some fresh legs back in now.
Nice hustle by Warren. Stole the ball
wow.
and making a run across the touchline. Another one
Off
saved
the
by
post. Wow.
Nice save by Fuller. Pushed it up into the crossbar, and it's still bouncing around. She's able to gather that last shot in.
That could have kept the game alive there. That would have pretty much put it out of reach had that one gone.
That would have definitely put it away for Warren. She did a nice job of getting a hand to it and pushing it up into a crossbar to keep it out.
I get paid $50 for the event, spend $40 on food.
Meadville's got numbers, but no support for the wing.
I think I had 2 slices left. That's all
Yeah, he's over here.
Meadville's not giving up. They're still fighting for the ball.
Meadville to throw it in.
Substitute for both teams. It'll be a restart with another Meadville throw.
It was my middle son's birthday yesterday, so I will.
We'll share the cake.
Phyllis back in for Meadville on offense.
Is he driving yet?
24. 24 years old. I'm getting old, Ed. I'm getting old.
Not as old as some of us.
Yeah, well, I'm getting old. I'm getting there.
Baby's a sophomore at Clarion.
Yeah. Wow.
A Warren throw. 2 more subs. Meadville trying to get some fresh legs in. Warren getting fresh bodies, but also chewing up the clock with substitutions.
6.5 minutes now remain.
Let's say he was walking together. 20 minutes between games.
Yes.
If we can do yet.
Once again, Meadville solid on defense, pushing it over the touchline. Warren with another dangerous throw in coming.
Yep. One in, we're going.
The hickory BD's coming up. Is it okay if she sits in there?
Either play Flubber.
That's Franklin and
Meadville clears it out.
Hickory. Hickory, we got 2.
Warren pushes it right back in. Just a little out of Meadville's reach.
A chance now for Meadville. Quick race to the corner. Good hustle there by the Meadville forward. I think that was Phyllis.
Phyllis, yes. They're going to get a corner out of it. It's a good hustle.
Phoebe Templin to take that corner kick.
See if they can get a quick goal off this corner and get back into this. And the keeper
Wow.
does a nice job of cutting it out with
Grabbed it before anybody else had a chance.
no challenge from Meadville on that one.
Once that ball's in the air, can you charge in there and
Yeah, it's a free. You have to do it safely. You can't just run people over, but it's definitely a 50-50 ball. A good aggressive striker will run through and get ahead on that ball, and they'll score a lot of goals that way.
Okay.
4.5 minutes remain?
I heard.
Warren hanging on to that 2-0 lead.
Nice challenge by Meadville forward.
Meadville's taking a run at it here.
Hey man, I had to announce the Japanese football team. Okay. And they go opposite. First name, last name.
Oh.
First name first, last name last. You know. So I was saying it wrong the entire time.
That's what I tell them. They'll tell me how to pronounce the name on the other side. By the time I walk through,
Nice hustle by Meadville, but the errant clear turned it right back over to Warren.
Nice cross.
Good cross.
Right there.
Going to be another corner for Warren.
One step.
Off the Meadville defender and over
Just deflected, huh?
over the end line for a Warren corner.
I don't want to, believe me, I don't want to tie it. I just want to make it fun. Just one.
3.5 minutes
Oh,
remain now.
I haven't worked less than a 15-hour day at this place in 3 weeks. I want to go home bad.
Right in front, Warren's hustle.
Oh, nice head ball by Warren and an excellent save by Koller.
That girl's been fantastic over here.
She's still down.
What do they call?
she's down.
She's down.
Koller.
You got a yellow card. Do it.
What?
The clock stopped with 3:15 remaining.
Stop for the injury.
Well, she's up. The trainer's on the way over.
She's out of the game then.
I was going to say,
27 still.
they've stopped the trainer, so she can remain in the game. If that trainer comes out and attends to her, she's got to go out
Yeah, she's done.
for the next substitution. So
I saw a good hustle play on her behalf. I didn't
Yeah.
didn't see what happened.
she made an excellent dive. I think she either hit her head on the ground or just the way she landed on her shoulder. I think she's had some shoulder problems in the past, so
Okay, 3 minutes 15 seconds remain.
but because she wasn't attended to by the trainer, she's allowed to remain in the game and continue on here. They play it like a goal kick. Meadville clears it out. Warren turns it right back in. Warren with the shot. Meadville with another goal kick. Time is definitely clicking down quickly on the Meadville season here.
Didn't help much when the bus driver didn't throw the ball back in, huh? Meadville flipped the field quickly, but let it go out of bounds.
Nice hustle by Warren to keep that ball in play. Meadville restart with the throw in.
Boy, you guys had the flag working perfect.
Was it?
Yeah, man, it was beautiful.
Fluttering and
Yeah, it was seriously gorgeous.
Now just over 2 minutes remain.
get to a crescendo and
Yep.
it start flopping.
It was something else. It really was wild. Yeah.
Warren is
Nice
really
hustle
keeping
by
the
Meadville.
pressure. There's a chance now.
I was standing.
Yeah, I ended up
See if they can get a cross off here.
The exact same thing. I thought, well, no one's gonna.
Warren with a nice defense.
You said that.
Corner for Meadville.
It was really something.
147, 46, 45.
We did plan that out.
Yeah, we did.
See if Meadville can pop one here and give themselves a chance.
Lucky to have an answer.
Nice
Right
cross.
out in front. Bounced the wrong way. Still
And Warren with a nice clear.
I carried
Clear now. Yep.
Yeah.
After sitting up there
Nice
looking
ball to
at
the
it,
outside.
and I was trying to-
Warren doesn't really need another shot. They just need to run this clock out.
minute 19, 18, 17.
Yeah.
Time is winding down.
Turn that leg towards you guys.
Yep. Cell phone, yeah. 1 minute. 1 minute to play.
Meadville's got a fairly young team. I'm sure they're enthused for the years coming forward here, but
Warren just seemed to have the more aggressive play here.
they had a little
Today.
more composure and a little more control. Just enough to get that 2-0 win here by the looks of things.
Alrighty, guys.
Okay.
I'll be back up a little bit, probably.
30 seconds. Meadville will throw it in.
Good hustle, Meadville, another goal kick. And we're down to the last 10 seconds.
6, 5,
Nice effort by both teams.
3,
Quite a battle today here.
1.
Congratulations,
And there's
Warren.
there's the horn. Okay. Warren continues on at the District 10 Finals with a score of 2-0 over Meadville. Well, thanks, folks, for joining us today on Armstrong. Talk to you next time.